So, like, if you're in here to shame me for being a bad friend to Pete's, when actually, I'm a very good friend to Pete's. Yes, I was a shitty friend around when Timbit died. I'm gonna come on here and tell you my perspective on things. All right? So that's it. After everything I do, like, you should play with my boobs. I'm sorry, but, or something. Like, frig. Oh my god, like, I sound like a freaking prostitute. Oh, like, what the hell? I mean, I know I'm fat and bald, but come on, I'm sure I can find somebody that I don't have to friggin' pay for. I'm not responsible for somebody else's mental health. I'm not. So for you to think that, that's ridiculous. I'm here for Pete's anytime. That's not gonna change. That's not gonna change because I'm with Nader. That's not gonna change for anything. And it's not. At all. We'll be back by 7. And if I wasn't back by 7, and instead of him, like, being understanding about it, it was a big fight, like, all night. And that's probably what it started it. I started getting really turned off at his attitude and just feeling unsupported. Do you know what I mean? Like, you guys are shouting at me to, like, leave Nader, go home, to do things that you really want me to do. But I want to sleep there tonight. I want to be with him tonight. I love him. I want to be there tonight. And we have a very different relationship offline.
Yeah, you eat like an animal too.
I'm not ditching Pete's for Nader. There's room in my life for everybody. And if there's not, I'm not going to ditch a friendship of 20 years for somebody. I don't know why you think I'm that type of person. My best friend is really hurting right now. I need to go for a few hours. Stop editing your video. Go for a few hours and be with him. Didn't give a fuck about Pete's, like, at all. At all. Even said something really, really, really bad and disturbing. But I won't say it. He did say that, Stacey says. Well, there you go. He said it on live. Yep. And I just looked at him like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, you really... That's when I realized, like, this guy really has no empathy for people. I'm not... It's not a matter of if it did or not. Either he's lying, she's lying. It's about moving on, forgiveness, and trying to make it work and be positive. Let's fucking remind everybody shit nice I did for you, Nader. How about that, okay? Since you have so much pride and you're a real man, let's do that. What do you think? What do you think? Like, I paid for everything. Thousands of dollars. Like, it's different. You guys don't know the type of relationship we have offline at all. At all. And it's purposely right now. It's purposeful right now.
Is that my boobs?
Oh, like, what?
Oh, no, you don't touch your boobs. Why? It's even to touch your boobs. You force me to touch your boobs?
Fat and bald, but come on, I'm sure I can find somebody. I don't know.
Find a lot of body. You think I give a damn shit? I tell you, you're free since long time ago. Even online.
Okay, now wait just 1 second, glasses.
He trashed you while using your own TV.
Hello, guys. Happy Friday. Listen, every time, every time, every single time. But before I get into that, hello. I want to give a collective hello to everyone who's here in chat, everyone who's able to catch it on playback. Thank you so much to all my mods who are here. Thank you for always helping me out. To all my channel members and my patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate the support. Yeah, it's a lot. I obviously won't be covering everything today because we do have our regular Saturday stream tomorrow. But when I tell you, remember I said this so long ago, nothing on Chantal's channel ages well. Quite literally nothing. And I'm noticing that it's just aging poorly at a rapid pace. And I am just like, give me a second, bitch. I have a regular life. Hold on. Shit. Oh my goodness. Let me address some of these super chats before we get into it. Because, hold on, let me make sure. I should have adjusted this before. But hello, everyone. I'm so happy you guys are here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I know that's right. Enjoy the music. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? What did I miss? Hold on. Wasn't the Nini wasn't that perfect? Because these people. It's like, can we catch a break? Now while I pull up these super chats, listen. The day that all this was happening, because what we're going over today is most of the live stream from the 13th. Chantal didn't have to stream, and some of from the 14th, but we'll really get into it tomorrow with most of the stuff that happened on the 14th. But I had Chantal on one screen on the 14th, Chantal on one screen, Nader on another, trying to keep up. And I'm just like, every single week I ask myself this, even though I know the answer, how did we get here? I'm trying to juggle too much. All this entertainment for free. For free. Oh, Fit and Curvy, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, okay. All right. Happy holidays to you too, boo. As long as you know work comes first. I appreciate you listening throughout your day. So I appreciate you, boo. All right, let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. And now that I know she doesn't care about, because what stream was it? I think it was on Nader's stream where she laughs at him calling her a buffalo. It's like, girl, thank you again. It's like, as long as we now know you never really cared, as long as you were getting poked. But, Kate Mate, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry for your loss. Prioritize your mental health, your day, protect your peace, and I hope nothing but healing for you and their loved ones. Thank you for being here. But again, prioritize your peace. Let's see. Amber. Amber, I see you around, Amber Nicole. Thank you for the suture. I see you around. You are shady, but thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Meditating Cat, thank you. So I'm using the Viseart palette, what I used today. The Viseart palette in, I don't know why I struggle to say this word because it's French, so I should be able to say it, but this is the palette here. Actually, I'll keep this on. Can you guys, no, this is not going to be helpful. This is the palette here that I used. I pretty much mostly used the blue and this gold right here. That's what I used for the most part. Yeah, I just had to make sure. I kind of forgot for a second. But yeah, isn't this packaging so pretty? I love their packaging. And can I just say, I have some fucking nerve. Let me tell you something. So one of my friends, right? We were watching a review on this palette together, and she wanted swatches. Till this day, y'all, I have not sent her the swatches. So I have some nerves showing this palette off on live stream right now. And she literally told me, I know I'll never get the swatches. In the way I'm proving her right. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to remember to I don't know. Let me just shut up. Only if you guys knew how much of a joke that is. I have some fucking nerve. Some nerve. I never sent her the swatches. If you're seeing this, friend, you were right. But I'm trying to remember. Okay, let me get to this. Let me get to this. All right, so what I'm gonna do. Oh, thank you. I was just responding to a different comment. Thank you. All right, so what we're gonna do, we are gonna get into it. And originally, I was not gonna play the clips of Pete's video because I did take it a certain way. Pete's is saying he didn't mean it in that way, and I know he just uploaded an update. I am probably gonna do a separate video to really give my thoughts because I don't believe his intent is was to be manipulative or to troll because he doesn't have that history as far as I know because I don't follow him closely, but it was still reckless and irresponsible. But I will probably give most of my thoughts in a separate video when it comes to what happened with Pete's in that video because I have thoughts and I'm annoyed. But thank you, Juliana. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, okay. Mom's watching. Hey, mom. I don't know. Hi. Welcome. Okay. Oh, KD. Thank you. I wish I could knit. I really wish I could knit. Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not there. I probably will never be there. But thank you for being here and enjoy your break. Let's have a good laugh. So we're gonna get into it. Now, the purpose of when it comes to this live stream, it's about how Chantal chose to react to Pete's and everything that came out or the perception of that video. Because, of course, you guys know I have thoughts. Chantal didn't have to go live, but Chantal chose to go live. Chantal didn't have to post those community posts, or she could have worded it a different way, but she chose not to. And I do know now Chantal is, as of yesterday, was sick and she was staying at Nader's house. And I don't believe she's been live today, at least from my knowledge. I think I would have saw that on Twitter. She hasn't been live today, but who knows? If I was her, she'd probably be scared. She only has two options, really, when it comes to going live today. Coming in on that baby voice, hoping that her beezers don't rip her a new one, which will probably happen, or raging. I just don't see an in between because of everything that's happened over the last few days. So, and then she deleted those live streams, which of course I have a copy. Like everyone at this point probably has a copy if you're a creator, that is. So the point of deleting it, I will never know. Never, never know. Let's see. I'm gonna make sure. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not good at imitating. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Oh, this is gonna be okay. First of all, thank you for the super chat. And oh, she would say it's so annoying. Hi, Joanna. Like, I don't know. I'm not really good with imitations. She would just be weird about it. Like, yeah, I feel like that's what I got. She and I don't want to blow out anyone listening with speakers, but I know it would be like a high pitch, like, hi, Joanna, like something like that, really fucking annoying. But I'm gonna just say it my way. Hi, Joanna, or Joanna. The way I probably said it wrong the whole time. I'm so sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but that's what I got. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Emily, you know that's what I do. Thank you for listening. I try. I try. I try. The fact that you said Megan's knees, I know. Okay. You guys are my people. I just love it. I love you guys. Okay, so let's get into this video.
Yes, Pete's is fine, fine, fine. Cured his depression, no. That doesn't happen. And I can't cure his depression, guys. Okay? It's not gonna happen. And
Yeah, so no one claimed that Chantal, that I know of, let me rephrase that. No one that I know of claimed that Chantal could cure his depression. But carry on.
it's not gonna happen in one day. So I'm very depressed myself.
The reason I put that edit in there, a little over a minute into this video or live stream, it turned into me. We'll go over the community post because the community post where she addressed Pete's video, it was very me. She is quite possibly one of the most selfish, self-absorbed people on this platform, especially for the numbers that she pulls in on a smaller scale, because there's a lot of that on this platform. But for what I follow and what I've seen, she is disgusting. She is really disgusting. This live stream, she showed her ass. She showed her ass in so many different ways. And the fact that everything played out the way it did, it just goes to show why a lot of people, including myself, have no sympathy for Chantal.
And he assured me he's gonna be okay. And I said, I'm here for you anytime. I have my phone on.
Okay, so let's talk about the community post. It was centered around her. She wants to crawl in a hole. That's how bad she feels, even though she goes onto the live stream to show how bad she doesn't feel. And honestly, here's the thing, I don't know the right answer to a situation like this. No one knows the right answer unless you're in the situation. However, she could have simply said, guys, I'll be away from the platform. As you guys should expect, I'll be away from the platform for some time. My main focus is Peetz and getting him all the help that I can get him. That's within my control. Please, thank you, or whatever. Just making sure people understand you'll be away, which should be expected. And you're going to do everything in your power. No one's saying Chantal should have cured his depression or she's responsible for his depression, but she's adding to it with a lot, which we'll get into. But even if she'd never posted a community post, because in that situation, I don't know if posting something like that would be my first thought. Y'all will be just fine. Because in that moment, I'm thinking about her words. She claims that's her best friend of 20 years. I'm thinking about making sure I get to my friend so nothing else happens. So those thoughts do not turn into some type of action that can't be taken back. But that's not what her main priority was. And we're actually going to go over a timeline, because not only did she post the community post, she made time to like comments. And the reason she was able to like comments is because she didn't leave immediately. Even after watching that video, she claims she watched it. So we'll go over that.
I can't, I mean, I don't know how to say this. I don't need people coming in here every time and shaming me for stuff. So, like, if you're in here to shame me for being a bad friend to Peetz,
You are.
when actually I'm a very good friend to Peetz.
No.
Yes, I was a shitty friend
Still are.
around when Timbit died. I guess shitty friend for not being there as much.
Chantal's a piece of shit all around. No matter the person, the scenario, 9 times out of 10, she will be a piece of shit. I think what was surprising to me about this is it just showed a new low. Should I be surprised? Should many people be surprised watching Chantal? Maybe not, but it still was shocking. It still was shocking to hear some of the things that she said in this live stream surrounding the conversation of Peetz and the perception of him possibly harming himself. That's her friend.
Or for not just being so self-absorbed, I didn't see more signs that he was more like, I knew he was depressed, and you know, I didn't know it was this bad right now. He might be in a really, really, so good place. But I haven't been the best of friend, but I don't need people constantly coming in here. Like, this is my VIBs. I want it to be like a place where I can come and just like talk freely and not be judged every time
Oh, that
for
ship has
like the
sailed.
same things over and over.
That ship has sailed so long ago. And here's the thing, Chantal, I don't think can help Pete. Chantal is only going to hinder him in any progress that he can make. However, what I've learned, even though she's going to go on to say, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm going through this as well, Chantal has proven she can actually do for others during these times that she's claiming she's depressed and going through all this. If it wasn't for the fact that myself and a lot of viewers saw what she was doing for Nader, I think the conversation might have been a bit different. But because Nader plays a big part in why a lot of this went down and why she's saying a lot of what she's saying currently, people don't have sympathy. No one, well, I don't. Let me phrase that. I don't.
And I'm talking about like people who I know are in here just for drama, you know, or who really don't even actually like me. Like, I just feel
That's majority of her viewers and damn sure majority of her channel members. But carry on.
like I'm just tired of people telling me how to live my life and shaming me because I don't live it. Like, tell me I can't make Pete's go into inpatient care.
We know that. See, that's the thing. Most of this will be arguing semantics. Like, I can't do this, I can't do that. No one said you could, at least not from what I was seeing. That's not the conversation actually going on.
I love Pete's. He's my best friend.
Mm.
I just feel so like alone. Because I don't feel like the love I need. You know?
So the next day, Chantal goes and starts to stream where she's crying about Nader. And one of the things that she says is she feels alone. You know, she doesn't feel supported. She's not receiving the love that she wished she did. I wonder if Peetz felt fully supported in her actions from the night before. But it's not her problem. So it's not Nader's problem either. See, Chantal expects out of others things she's not willing to do. She expects. That's why the title of this live stream is what it is. Peetz is to Chantal what Chantal is to Nader. Disposable. Peetz is there because he played a purpose. Chantal is there with Nader, even currently, she plays a purpose. The minute she's not useful to him anymore, she'll be disposable. So it's interesting how these live streams really show different sides to Chantal. And she's probably feeling some of what Peetz is feeling, but Peetz can't express because it's Peetz. Because I don't believe you go to the internet with something like that and not mean it in a malicious or trolling or manipulative way if you had a safe place to voice it. I do believe still it was a cry for help, but I believe he brought it to the internet because he knew he had no one else to speak to. He knew he had no one else to open up to because Chantal's so self-serving and focused on her and her bum-ass boyfriend or friend. Actually, boss. I don't know. That's not her man because he keeps saying that, but she is pretty much his employee at this point. She gets paid in food, so there's some sort of benefit there. So her boss, her bum-ass boss. Isabel, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hope you have a great day. I really do. I hope you have a great day, and I'm sorry for your. I hope you're healing, boo. And thank you for saying that. That's really nice of you. Let's see. Thank you, Irish Laura. Happy Christmas. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. Chantal just continues to prove exactly the opinions people have of her is correct. And that's such a shame. Thank you, Jamie. Listen, okay. Thank you for the super chat, Jamie. Here's my thing. I mean, Amber's going to try and Amber's going to try. Now, this may be an unpopular opinion. And remember, multiple things could be read at once. This is one of those lies where it's like, keep in mind, I haven't been watching her that consistently. I mostly keep up through either Karina Kaboom or Zach. And that's sparingly too. So I'm not 100% sure everything she's been saying. But from what I gathered from the times that I did watch, is she's just been pretending she's not with wifey. We're not 100% sure that's wifey. I think it's wifey. I never believed the breakup. And I don't think she really has anyone, any Black people really, that she interacts with on a day-to-day or often. So I do believe it's wifey. We don't know though. She can confirm or deny that, whatever. But when it comes to that lie, I do believe possibly a big part of it was her trying to protect wifey, seeing that Amber played a part in wifey being doxxed to begin with. So when it comes to that lie, did she have to answer questions about wifey or her relationship or anything in her personal life? No, she chose to. So is it a lie? Yeah. Are there going to be people who are annoyed because she went on to lie once again? I'm sure. But when it comes to that, it's not that big of a deal to me. She probably did it to protect wifey, but she should start practicing not answering questions and not addressing things that she doesn't want to address. Then you don't have to lie. So it's stupid. So there's going to be people who are annoyed by it. There are going to be people like me who just don't care. Listen, when it comes to these last few months with Chantal, there's not much Amber can do where I'm just like, oh my God. It's just like, she lied again. Maybe to protect her girl. Who knows? I don't care. She's trying so hard. And I kind of enjoy it. Remember to watch through your favorite reaction channels. That's what I do. Because I love seeing her be so desperate for views. The same Amber Lynn who just wanted reaction channels gone. Stop talking about me. Stop doing. Well, most of them stopped. And now you're trying to. So I love it. I love it so much.
But I can't cure his depression, guys. So for you to put this all on me and just make me feel like a piece of shit is wrong too. Okay? So I don't need that. I will block you and I won't be unblocking certain people. I'm tired of it. So if you're just make me feel a certain negative way, I'm just gonna block you. And hopefully you'll be replaced with someone more positive. I don't know. LD is going to be number 1 for blocking. Goodbye. This is about me, KB. This is my fucking channel. This is my channel. So yes, if you don't want it to be about me, go watch someone else's channel. Go watch his peetz channel. Okay? This is my channel. So when things happen to me,
because it's all
I'm gonna come on here and tell you my perspective on things. All right, so that's it. After everything I do, like, you should play with my boobs. I'm sorry, but or something like frig.
When Chantal at almost 40 went on the internet to say this, I'm still waiting. Is anyone studying her yet? Is there any university kids I should know about, or anyone in a certain profession who studies these things? I really think she should be studied. I'm not kidding when I say this. She should be studied, because there's no way, there is absolutely no way you should be coming to the internet with this information. Imagine crying on the internet because your bum ass friend won't play with your boobs after he had you give him head twice. Fuck that. No. There are certain things that the internet doesn't need to know. It just doesn't need to know. Oh my God. She gave him head twice. He didn't even play with her balls. Okay. She's sitting here shitting the day before shitting on peetz. I want to go home to my man. I'm paraphrasing. She said it differently, but you get my point. I want to go home to my man. I love him. That's where I want to be. Only for you to waddle back in that house, give him head twice, and he probably rolled over, picked up whatever pipe and whatever drug and took his ass to sleep. Or actually, he probably gets up and dances and sings, and she's laying there, full starfish position, ready to get hers. And he just gets up and probably just, you know, bitch, stop doing this to yourself. Actually, keep doing it. It's entertaining. But oh my God, I would die. I would die. Not only would I be annoyed if it happened to me in real life, I would look, I just could never come to the internet with that type of information. Whoa, Savannah, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, I appreciate you guys being here. Cause I would laugh with this. I would laugh at this shit by myself. Could you imagine if there wasn't really a community for this shit? Like, I try to explain this stuff to my sister at least once a month, and she just wants no parts. One of my sisters, she wants no parts. Legacy, thank you. And welcome back. Point and laugh, welcome. It's just Wendy saying. I just keep up through the couple of people I want to keep up through, with oh my God. Yeah, let's get back into it.
Oh my God, like I sound like a freaking prostitute. Oh, like what the hell? I mean, I know I'm fat and bald, but come on, I'm sure I can find somebody that I don't have to freaking pay for.
Then do it.
Calling the cops when Peetz doesn't even like cops. We went for a nice ride. He didn't want to go live, so I didn't go live.
Before she goes into this, first of all, based on that video, the last thing I would be doing is turning around and making content out of it. When you turn on that live stream, it's content. So as a friend who wants to be there, the last thing she should be doing is taking that person, that friend that she cares about so much, and turning that into content. Focus on them. The internet can fucking wait. We'd still be here. But now, when it comes to the welfare check, this may be an unpopular opinion. Any other time, I would say it's crossing the line, it's doing too much, cut it out, stop this. But with that type of alarming video that Peetz irresponsibly, because that's how I feel now, irresponsibly uploaded to the internet, I understand why that call was made. I do. He uploaded that to thousands of people with the way that was perceived, and I perceived it the same way. I understood why that call was made. I do. And I can understand why people feel it crossed the line, I'm sure. But that video made it seem as though someone's life was on the line. And my opinions about Peetz before that video are still the same. But those opinions don't really matter when I am viewing someone that he sounded as though he was, unfortunately, just not in the best place. I know I'm like talking around it. It's just because I know I'm gonna talk about it privately. It's just I have so many thoughts when it comes to that. I feel like it was so irresponsible and reckless if that wasn't the case. Because the wording that he used, I recognized. And you guys know my history. I've felt. So for him to upload that to the internet and then go on a live stream titled "You Mad Bro" and be so, he just was so nonchalant about that. And he pretty much was like, oh no, I never said that. I never said I was going to commit suicide. You didn't have to say, did you hear the words that came out of your mouth? And you guys know how I feel about suicide baiting. So do I think the intent was to be malicious and manipulative? Maybe not, but that shit was annoying. And then the way he responded initially in the "You mad, bro?" I understand why so many people thought those 3 live streams were all made up. I understand. I still don't believe they were, Chantel's not smart enough to be an actress like that. Nader, however, I'm sure he'll lean into certain things because of the money, sure. But Chantel's not smart enough or good enough to fake some stuff like that. I just don't. And I don't believe, based on the things that I've seen from Peetz, he would ever be willing to carry out something orchestrated in that way. I just don't. I don't believe that. Even sitting here today annoyed with him, I don't believe that. Juanita, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah. And the thing is, Pete said enough in that video. He said enough in that video for Chantal to have sit in that house. Nader would have been just fine. Because unfortunately, if things did turn out differently, Chantal would have been the first to go on a community post, turn on her live stream to cry and try to gain sympathy, even though she didn't do what was within her power to be there for Peetz. Because here's the thing, no one's claiming she could cure his depression or truly help him that much. But we have seen with her actions, when being there for Nader, she could do way more than she was willing to do and what she has been doing. And that's the difference. She's a piece of shit. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Look, not whale eyes and Jabba. You know what? Thank you, Matthew. I will never get over all the different names that y'all come up with. I just will never. Thank you so much. Oh my God. We need help as a community. We really do. Not the Nene. Thank you, Ronnie. Not the Nene. First of all, that video was so funny. I think Kenzie uploaded her own version. I'm pretty sure it was Kenzie. But Nader. Oh, here, peep this though. Peep this. So I don't know if Kenzie posted it in her video, but I know Kenzie posted it on Twitter. Thank you again for the super chat. But I didn't notice this until Kenzie pointed it out. Chantal's fat ass hand was in the corner playing DJ. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the dancing live stream, what was it, like 5 minutes long, that Nader posted on his second channel. Why he has a second channel, I don't get it. But Chantal's hand was taking the phone and changing the song or pausing the song. I don't know. She was just playing DJ. So this girl, videographer, editor, Uber driver, now DJ, like, and you couldn't be there for Peetz for a few days just to get the right calls in place, just to get him to his appointments. You wear all these hats for this man who gave you gonorrhea, and had your desperate ass turn around and come to the internet and lie about giving head in a car. All these hats that she wears for this man, but she won't do a fraction of it for Peetz. That's his friend, though. That ain't mine. Right, Unicorn? Always. I love it. I love it. This is what we need, okay? I'm just going to say your last name, Meta. Thank you so much for the super chat. I don't want to butcher your first name. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, wow. She is a clown, and I hope this does lift your spirits a little bit. Thank you for being here and putting that work. You got it. Oh, PhD. I know that's right. I know that's fucking right. Can we give it up for again, I'm using their last name, Meta. Can we give it up for Meta, please? I know PhDs. Listen, PhD. I could never. Please give it up for them, please, in the chat. I just think that's amazing. Let's get back into
Probably
this.
a bad idea. His fam should help too. It's not even about begrudging helping Peetz. I don't know where this comes off as. People, you make shit up. You make me a person I'm not. He doesn't. Everything is not his fault or his problem. It's always someone else to blame for everything. Like, always.
So let's run that back. Because whether Chantal knows this or not, when it comes to those live streams of her ranting about nader, she's just ranting about herself. So let's run that back. Let's run that back real quick.
It's not even about begrudging helping peetz. I don't know where this comes off as. People, you make shit up. You you make me a person I'm not. He doesn't. Everything is not his fault or his problem. It's always someone else to blame for everything. Like, always. You make me an.
So she, the next morning, wanted to complain that nothing's ever his fault. It's always her fault, or he pushes off the responsibility on someone else. She does the same thing, but she does it to her viewing audience who literally pays for his groceries, her lifestyle, and everything she has going on. So she's sitting there complaining, not realizing that those are the same things that a lot of her viewers say about herself. Chantal and nader are the same person. It's just he outplayed her in a game that she really thought she could win. What a joke. Darkton, thank you so much. DJ Koki and Big Fupa. DJ Koki and Big Fupa. You know what? She's his agent. True. She definitely ain't on the PR team because she needs to if she was his PR team, she'd be fired by now. So many different hats. I could never. There's no way in hell I'm doing all that. Absolutely not.
Animal hater, an animal neglector, a fucking bad friend, everything. And I'm
All
tired of
accurate.
it. So if you don't want to be here, you don't like me, don't be here because I'll get rid of you. I'm tired. I'm done. Yes, rage stream.
We love a good rage stream. Oh, thank you for delivering, girl. Because at this point, I think we get them weekly, if I'm not mistaken. We've been getting them weekly for some time. Chantal always delivers the content gift that keeps on giving. But can we slow down on the giving? I know beggars shouldn't be choosers, but I'm a beg that they slow this the fuck down. Because from the 13th to the 14th, what was it? 15? Close to 15 hours of content to edit. If anybody has been waiting for me specifically or other reaction channels to receive karma, that's the form of the karma there. The amount of content she's given us. I know we're watching this show, but I would like some space in between each episode because the amount of content that they both gave us all in 48 hours was wild. Can I just tell you, can I just say real quick, the irony of nader sitting there doing a reaction. Remember, he doesn't like reaction channels. He says it's dirty money and all these things. And to turn around and sit there and his bum ass do a reaction that wasn't well, by the way. We didn't see the screen, but it's okay. I fixed that in my editing. To do a reaction on Chantal's TV. The nerve of this bum. When we think he can't bum anymore, he just keeps on bumming. He just keeps on bumming. Like, he's such a scrub. Oh my God. Chantal really thought we was jealous of this. Girl, you can have him. He's for the streets.
Hey, I have reason. Like, you friggin' push me and then you wonder why I rage? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you friggin' buckle your shoes every day or whatever you do? And I'm going to be dealing with this offline. Whatever he wants to share with you, that's fine. But Pizza's personal. What we do to help him or anything, it's not going to be discussed online. Like, it's just not. Sorry. We went for a nice ride. He didn't want to go live. So I didn't go live. Probably a bad idea. I'm not responsible for somebody else's mental health. I'm not. So for you to think that, that's ridiculous. I'm here for peetz anytime. That's not going to change. That's not going to change because I'm with nader. That's not going to change for anything. And it's not at all. We'll be back by 7. And if I wasn't back by 7, and instead of him like being understanding about it, it was a big fight like all night. And that's probably what it started it. I started getting really turned off at his attitude and just feeling unsupported.
So she's crying the next day talking about she's feeling unsupported and claiming that nothing's going to stop her from being there for peetz. But the truth is, that's exactly what happened. Nader wanted her back at 7. Nader wanted her back at 7, and she was going to do anything to make sure she got back to that man because she's that obsessed and that desperate and that fucking pathetic. So you want to know why her attitude was the way it was during this stream? It's because she knew the criticism she was getting was accurate. Because people knew Nader played a part in why she was behaving this way and why she was reacting this way. So she did all that kicking and screaming, only to come back the next day and confirm everything that viewers thought. Now, when Chantal ends up revealing what most people already knew, does she ever take a moment to apologize, to say, you know what? I just felt called out. It was accurate. I was being stubborn. I apologize. No, she never does that. She just carries on and pretends it never happened. Every bit of criticism, for the most part, that she was receiving in that live stream was accurate.
So yeah, as soon as I seen his video, I rushed over and...
Let's define rushed over. And again, I want everyone to remember the perception of what most viewers, including Chantal, got from that video that Peetz uploaded. She posted her community post acknowledging she saw Peetz, the video Peetz posted around 3:15. And by the way, these times are very accurate. Give or take 5 or 10 minutes, very accurate. So she posted her community post at 3:15. Nader went live at 5. Guess who set up that live stream? Chantal. And the reason Chantal had time to heart comments under the community post was because she took almost 2 hours to head out the door. She took almost 2 hours to head out the door to her so-called best friend that she cares so deeply about after she knew and watched that video. Almost 2 hours? Chantal doesn't have responsibilities at Nader's house. She doesn't. It's not like she had children there. It's not like she had to wait for someone to come watch the kids to leave. It's not like she was out of gas or the car broke down. She waited almost 2 hours to head out to Peetz. And you know what she probably was doing in those 2 hours? Trying to convince that bum that Pete's life is worth her heading to make sure it's still there. That's what happened. 2 hours. But she cares about Pete's. Nader could never come between her and Pete's. Nothing would ever stop her from being there for Pete's. 2 hours is a long fucking time. A long fucking time. And let's remember, it's about, what, a 45-minute drive? So it took you about 2 hours to head out the door and possibly another 45 minutes to get to your friend who uploaded a very alarming video to the internet that you felt so, she just wanted to climb in a hole. Guys, it's not about her. She went to climb in a hole. Really? Sure did take your time. Yvette, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you too, Bill. Thank you. Thank you, Rowan. Thank you. Enjoy, Bill. But you guys see what I'm saying, right? You guys see what I'm saying? 2 fucking hours, so almost 3 hours to get to this man that uploaded. When I tell you I would drop everything, I don't give a damn if I had a damn stream scheduled. Chantal doesn't even schedule. There's no structure, technically, to Chantal's channel. Chantal could go live whenever. Guess what? We'll tune in. I know I'm one of them. I'll tune in. Thousands will tune in eventually. I mean, she doesn't have thousands watching at one time, but you get my point. There's no structure to her channel. I could have something running right now. Bye. I ain't got nothing to tell you guys. Because actually, within the first couple of minutes of that video, I'm already in my fucking car calling. Hey, where are you? All right, I'm on my way home. Period. There ain't no asking for permission from you, from anyone to be there for my friend. No, you took almost 3 hours to get to that man that you so-called love so much, spent a couple of hours that you used as content and tried to live stream at the same time, by the way. only to turn around, sit there on this damn live stream being smug and defensive. Like, I care. I can't believe you guys would think. No, Chantal ain't shit, and Chantal will never be shit. And for the people who are like, oh, you criticize too harshly, she's not shit. The way people still will try to defend this woman as if she's something to defend. There's only certain lines that I feel shouldn't be crossed. When it comes to Chantal, it's never been crossed over here. She ain't shit, and I will address her just as that. Ain't shit. Anyways, Aaron, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Been playing Minecraft and rolling with Pookie for 2 months, bitch. I love you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Aaron. Oh my goodness. It's just such a shame because there's not much that should still surprise me about Chantal, but there's always a little something every week that's just like, oh, you have no bottom. Got it. You have no bottom. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Oh my, okay, so we're not going over that today, but she really shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. I'm gonna just say that. She really shouldn't. She shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car because, especially over the last few months, 9 times out of 10, I think she's actually driving under the influence of something. But thank you again, Nancy. But she really shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car. Oh, also, D, I don't know if you noticed, but I had acknowledged your super chat when I was streaming. So I'm sorry if you didn't see me acknowledge that. Thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate you, but I don't know if you saw that I did. So I'm sorry, boo. Because I saw, first of all, barbecue chicken. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me out. But yeah, I had acknowledged it, but you guys might have missed it. But I'm sorry. Okay, good. I just want to make sure you know that I saw it. Allison, thank you. I mean, listen, it ain't always like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I try to present my best. I try to present my best when coming up here. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being here. So yeah, that's the timeline. I just wanted to present that timeline to you guys.
Yeah, he just wants a bit more privacy right now, so.
Can I just, and again, I know I have to talk about it. The things, right, as creators, because we're all creators, when I'm referring to like Chantal and Peetz and myself, when you want privacy on something, you don't bring it to the internet where potentially thousands can view it. I believe that video has probably some of the highest views on his channel. And yes, even though when it comes to that video, he did turn the comments off, but if he didn't want outside voices, then don't publish it. He can publish whatever he wants to his platform, but the idea that he wants privacy on something, on a topic that's actually really important, it shouldn't have been published. And truly, he shouldn't be on the platform. Based on the words he spoke in that video, I truly believe he should not be uploading. He should not have an online presence right now and seek the help that he needs. Because in that video, he also mentioned like uploading is not, I believe he said uploading is not making his depression worse, but it's not helping. Exactly. It's not helping. Get the fuck offline and go get the help that you need. Go get the help that you need because no one's going to fight. Peetz has no one. Peetz damn sure don't have Chantal. No one's going to fight for Peetz more than Peetz. Peetz needs to get offline, make those hard calls, and if there's possibly someone in his life, possibly, who can be there, give them a call. There's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in getting the help. And you know what? Your life is worth it. I do not fuck with Peetz, and y'all know this, but guess what? He ain't my fucking friend. I damn sure not here to help him, but I can sit here and say, get the fuck offline and go get that help. Because even though he's claiming those thoughts are not what I perceive them to be, it can turn into that if you keep dragging your feet.
But anyways. And it's not like he has to care. I'm burdening him so badly for caring for the cats. Like what? Feeding?
I spent the last 2 days in bed. Barely got out of bed, like at all. and it's getting dangerous. I don't want to do a damn thing. Curl up and go to sleep. That's all I want to do right these days. You know, I've been taking care of the cats, feeding the cats, and scooping the litter. I've been doing that stuff, but other than that, it's even doing a lot of that has been tough.
So Chantal tried to minimize the fact that he does look after her cats. He said it there. He said it right there. That's tough. And yes, does he need routine and find things to get him out of his room? Sure. But those things don't need to be involving things that benefit Chantal, responsibilities that she's avoiding because she's chasing a bum. Take care of your own cats. Go home and figure it out. Because the routine that he needs, the help that he needs, it doesn't involve Chantal. It will never involve Chantal. If she's willing to get him there, like drive him to those appointments or whatever, sure. But do I think Chantal will be that selfless? No, she won't. So she's sitting here and she said she watched the video. If she watched the video, she would know, yes, him taking care of those cats is too hard for him right now. But that's her friend.
Like, I know he's depressed. I feel bad for him. I'm severely mentally ill myself. I'm not really equipped to help somebody out of there, you know. I'm there for him and as he needs me, and I think part of his problem is that probably part of it that maybe that I'm with nader. But I can't cure his depression, guys. So for you to put this all on me and just make me feel like a piece of shit is wrong too. Okay? So
Chantal goes in and out a lot when it comes to these arguments she tries to make. She knows that, I think she knows for the most part that she's not to blame for his depression, but she knows she's adding to it. In a later live stream, she actually mentions Peetz said that. I think if I'm not mistaken, she said something like, Peetz is not concerned when she leaves the house. He's concerned when she leaves the house to go be with nader because of everything that she expressed to Peetz. So yeah, you are adding to what your friend is going through. So is Chantal responsible? Absolutely not. Is she adding to it? Yeah, she is. Can she do more to be there and be a friend and get him to that help? Because she's never going to be the help he needs. That would be ridiculous to assume that. She can do that because she has shown through the actions and everything she's been willing to do for nader, she can do for others outside of herself. It's just she needs to feel she's benefiting the most.
or whatever else, you know, like a lot of things. Like you don't even need reason to be depressed if you're depressed, you know. So I know that's the point, Snowy Clips, but I can't. What am I supposed to do? Like not turn off my feelings and not live my life the way I want because it affects someone else? It's just little things. I feel like he doesn't give a fuck about me at all. Only what I can do for him. Only him. You got so mad, like, about me wanting to leave to go see Peetz and just like made it about him. Like, well, you were supposed to do my video. Do you know?
Did you hear what she just said? All of that could apply to everything she was saying in that stream. So to see her crying the next day, wanting all the support, feeling, not feeling supported and feeling all these things that would apply to what she's doing to Peetz. This truly just writes itself. Like, I mean,
like you guys are shouting at me to like leave nader, go home, to do things that you really want me to do. But I want to sleep there tonight. I want to be with him tonight. I love him. I want to be there tonight. And we have a very different relationship offline.
Yeah, you eat like an animal too.
I'm not.
Boy, when I tell you, when I heard those words leave nader's mouth, And to know Chantal is laid up with that man after this, oof. I eat like a what, bitch? Like a what? This is supposed to be someone she claims that she feels loves her and all these things. Nader dragged the fuck out of Chantal. I have never, and I think because the element of someone in her personal life is added to that, I have never seen Chantal dragged like this so badly in my life. In my life. Chantal definitely shouldn't say she has problems with name calling, fat shaming, reaction channels, because this man did all three. He did all three. I mean, it in 5 hours, Lord knows. But he said she ate like an animal. He said so much. We're gonna go over all of that. I would have died inside. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna die inside. I would die inside. You would never see my face again. Like if it was Natter, you would never see my face again after that. And this bitch had the nerve the next day to go play DJ for him so he could twerk online. Okay. Woo, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Not a chance in hell. Nope. Let me tell you something. This would never happen, by the way, but let me tell you something. I will turn into a mukbang channel before I ever display that bullshit. I will turn into a full-blown. You won't see me beside Nikocado Avocado taking down some fettuccine Alfredo before you ever catch me on YouTube in 4K doing some shit like that. Nope. Nikocado. Yep, I'm ready. Where? Vegas? On my way. Fuck that. Granted, that's never gonna happen. Obviously, we have choices in life, but just throwing out the most ridiculous options out there. Yeah, I'm slurping down fettuccine Alfredo with Nikocado avocado. Yeah, okay. Okay. Fuck that. Okay. That is ridiculous. Shrink 1981, thank you for being a member for 9 freaking months. Thank you. You saw him twerking. Just heart attack grill. Here I come. Here I come. Nick, get my bigger side. You know how Nick always, like, I don't know how he has friends. I don't know why Candy's his friend, but you know how he always gets the horrible angles, unfortunately, of I was gonna say angry, hungry fat chick or whatever. Yup. Just surprise, mukbang, surprise, heart attack girl, surprise. No, I'm done. Yup. Sorry.
Doing peetz for nader. There's room in my life for everybody, and if there's not, I'm not going to ditch a friendship of 20 years for somebody. I don't know why you think I'm that type of person. My best friend is really hurting right now. I need to go for a few hours. Stop editing your video, go for a few hours and be with him. Didn't give a fuck about peetz, like at all. At all. Even said something really, really, really bad and disturbing, but I won't say it. He did say that, Stacy says. Well, there you go. He said it on live. Yep. And I just looked at him like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, you really? That's when I realized, like, this guy really has no empathy for people.
So let me get this straight. I want to make sure we are all on the same page with this. Chantal, on the 13th, is sitting here raging at her viewers, at her members, because they don't understand the dynamic between her and Nader. They don't understand that she will always be there for Peach. She's a great friend. All these things, they're bringing Nader into it. Nader has nothing to do with it. Nader would never stop her from being there for Peetz, right? The next day, she wants to express that when she was trying to leave to be there for Peetz, this man looked at her and simply told her that Peetz can go. And Chantal is right back with that man. If someone looked at me and said that about one of my loved ones, someone that I hold dear to my heart, you know, like she claims, and you didn't value their life that much, that would be the last thing. That would be the last time you looked me in my fucking face. Everything left at his house could have been replaced. She makes thousands a month. Everything could have been replaced. And she still sat on that live stream knowing exactly what that man said to her a few hours prior and is right back with him. Fuck Chantal. And to all the beezers, let me tell y'all something. To all the beezers, and I get it, there are going to be people who want to join to troll and all that other shit. What's that girl's name? Lamborghini, whatever. Ashley Lamborghini. What is that girl name? I think she's catfishing anyways, but that girl, hamburger, cheeseburger, that person. Why can't I think of their names? Plain cheeseburger. All those people that seem to enjoy Chantal and don't understand the hate Chantal gets, for you to watch these last few months, for you to watch these last few days and still support her the way you do, you're fucking pathetic. You're fucking pathetic. I get the hate follows. You can't stop that. Like, would I put money directly in her pockets? I wouldn't. I would just find a reaction channel that I enjoy, whose delivery I agree with, because I get it. You know, I'm not for everyone. That's who I'd be joining. I'm not putting money directly in her pocket. You sound fucking stupid. She is trash. She is vile. She just sat on this platform and said, this man pretty much said, Peetz can kill himself. And she still went back to him. Thank you. I know, right? I just think that is so disgusting. That is so disgusting. I would never show my face. Like, first of all, I would never show my face. Thank you again for the super chat. I would never show my face to my friend. To know that they're depressed and to know this is how I perceived the message in that video. To know that my friend, my man, whatever, said these things, and I'm still going to go back to him. I'm still going to leave you for a man who quite literally didn't value your life. Not that we should be that shocked, because he still keeps threatening Peetz. Fucking disgusting. And it's pathetic. I think I missed another members. Where is it? Ashley, thank you so much. Thank you for being a member for 4 months. And yeah, let me tell you something, Ashley. Nader picks the right ones, unfortunately. He's very, very sure of who to pick, who to target, and who to prey on. Because if he picked the wrong one, aka the right one, gummy bummy for sure. Thank you again for being a member for 4 months. Bethany, thank you for being a member for 4 months, boo. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, where did this go? Did I miss something? Okay. Yeah. Truly, if you look at Chantal's channel, just do the opposite. Do the opposite. You'll have a better chance at making better choices. Literally, just do the opposite. I started off my channel. Thank you again for the super chat. I started off my channel saying that I'm not better than the people I talk about. I make better choices. And through, that is proven. Just do the opposite of what Chantal does. You'll make a better choice.
I'm not neglectful, I guess. I don't know how to say it, but so it's becoming a bit much for him. He doesn't have to take care of the cats then. I mean, they don't go to him for attention. So I can go there every single day, take care of that's another thing that gets on my nerves. Mm-hmm. People bothering with my cats. That's my business. They're my cats. You know, like, I'm doing nothing wrong. So, I don't know what to say. Like, they are my cats, and I take care of my cats.
Yeah, I've been taking care of the cats, feeding the cats, and scooping the litter.
Just because I'm not there 24/7. You know, like, even if I have to, like, go there after my coffee bees and be there all day, go in the evening and spend I have to divide my time because that's what I want to do. We'll be back by 7. And if I wasn't back by 7, and that's what I'm saying, like, it's what I want to do. Exactly. And yes, I feel horrible for what Peetz is going through,
And before we continue, make sure you understand this is what Chantal wanted to do. Chantal wanted to go back to that man and not be there for a friend where she can. She wanted this. That is what she wanted. This is who Chantal is. Let's stop pretending Chantal can grow, can be a better person, can be all these things. This is who Chantal is. Should we have been shocked at this specific live stream? Probably not. Is it still shocking? Yeah. But this is who Chantal is. This is what she wanted. This is the life she's choosing for herself. And truly, this is what she deserves. Every bit of these last few months, because of the person Chantal has been, Chantal continues to be, this is what she deserves. And I know a lot of people don't agree with, like, I don't agree with, saying she deserves it. I feel she deserves it. I feel this, she's living the existence she deserves. She's living the existence. This is everything she's put out, she's getting back.
Doing everything I can. I mean, no, I can't be there 24/7. So if that bothers you that I'm not home 24/7, then just unsubscribe right now, because I'm not me. Yeah, KB, you too, you get on my fucking nerves. You're just a hater. You're in here all the time being friggin' crusty.
Now, Chantal Marie is sitting up here talking about someone's crusty. Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty, Big Beautiful Me, our Canadian thick cut bacon. What the fuck are you talking about, crusty? Jesus, I need this girl. Listen, here's the truth. She can insult anyone she wants to insult, as long as it doesn't cross certain lines. But she needs to remember what she has presented to thousands of people for a very long time. And this is why when it comes to insults from Chantal, it should just roll off, unless it crosses certain lines, it should just roll off your back. It's just like, this woman right here is calling someone crusty. All right. Okay. Do you, boo? Do you? Name call. Do your thing. Do your thing. Oh my goodness. Yes, Amanda. Yes. Exactly. And thank you for the super chat. Exactly. This is the same woman who's been sitting on this platform. Karma. Oh, by the way, that karma video that I talked about on my community post, I think within the last week, that will be coming out, because the amount of people and creators mostly, that I've heard talk about karma and all these things. Well, is karma real? Who knows? But it's interesting. The people who cry and shout karma the loudest are the one who, at least in my opinion, who experience it. And I love that. I love that about karma. That bitch got everybody address.
So who wants to go? Who wants to be blocked? Because if you're not happy here and I'm doing something so bad, unicorns and bacon, goodbye. Yes, it's what I want. It's my life. Red. It's my fucking life.
I love you, Red.
What do you want me to do? Hello. I just spent all night with Peetz. Like,
she sound like a fucking, it's my life. Mom, it's my toy. Like, when you're like siblings are arguing over toys and stuff. Mom, it's my toy. I said she could borrow for 5 minutes. Mom, I want it back. Mom, Tommy won't give it back to me. It's not fair. Bitch, you're 40. You're damn near 40. It's my life. You know why I don't sit up here talking about, it's my life? Bitch, I'm grown. Who the fuck am I explaining myself to? Here's how Chantal, we would have to remove, real quick, some of the problematic things we know, right? Some, not all, some. Let me tell you how Chantal could have played this whole thing. Again, with removing some of the stuff that we know. Let's just say he was just there and we thought he was using her. There was, not the drugs included, the illegal drugs, weed and stuff. Okay, whatever. Let's just say the hard drugs weren't there, the abuse wasn't there, and it was just her seemingly being taken advantage of by this guy. Chantal didn't have to explain shit to the internet. Chantal could have been like, what I do with my money is what I do with my money. And the truth is, because at one point I do believe she was making that 12,000. She could have been like, the truth is, I could afford to pay for myself and him, and that's what I'm gonna do because I can. Conversation over. Don't worry about my pockets, worry about yours, and we're moving on. But the truth is, Chantel ain't got no friends. Chantel doesn't have anyone to go to. Chantel damn sure doesn't listen to anyone. So she sits there and spills everything, gets mad at the fact that people will criticize that when really all she has to say, I do what I want with my money. If I'm being taken advantage of, it's worth it because I get taken care of the way I want to get taken care of. Like she could have played this differently. You know what I mean? Would she still be a fool? Sure. But would she look this pathetic? No. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, this is not the same situation whatsoever. But what came to my mind, and the reason I say this, is if you watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think it was within the first, I don't know what season it is. I'm not even going to try to play myself. But remember when there was a lot of talk about Candy and Todd, her now husband, and people talked about their finances. Candy's taking care of Todd and all that stuff. I don't know if you guys remember that iconic reunion where Candy said, the truth is, I could take care of every motherfucker in here. So pretty much she's saying, don't worry about who I'm taking care of and, all that, because I could take care of every motherfucker in here. And when Candy said that, I said, oh, let me shut my poor ass up because she is right. I'm in rich people business that I should not be. Let me just watch this reunion because the way she told me I was broke and to shut the fuck up, I was just like, yup, it's time for me to shut the fuck up. She could have played this completely different. She could have played, granted, no, Chantal doesn't have the money that Candy has and all that, but I knew in that moment it was time for me to shut up. She right. Because I know damn well I couldn't take care of every motherfucker in that building. She could. So who cares if she was taking care of that man? Who cares? So time for me to shut up. Time for me to shut the fuck up. Just saying. Exactly. Chantal doesn't like consequences though. She doesn't. She doesn't. I love watching consequences in 4K. It's such a beautiful thing. Thank you again for the super chat. But I don't know if you guys remember that, but oh, you remember, Kendra, you remember the way I shut my broke ass up? Because I was one of the fans criticizing like he needs to step it up. He needs to do more because obviously she's so rich or whatever. But when she said I could take care of every motherfucker in here, I said, I stayed silent and poor. I was like, you know what? It's time for me to mind my business. Barbecue chicken, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy holidays to you too. I appreciate that. Thank you. Tay, let me tell you something. Tay, yes. But you want to know what the most iconic, in my opinion, possibly problematic too, but it's still the most iconic moment for me in reunion history is when Phaedra read Kenya down. Remember the damn it. That's the problem. I can't recite these moments. I probably would just post it. I'm like not my memory's not that great. But when she read Kenya down about the clinic and looking for a father for her kid, that whole thing, when she said, you don't know, what did she say? Oh no, actually I'm not gonna say it because I remember now. She was like, you don't know if he's this or he's that, but all you know is he wanted $10 or something. I'm reciting it all wrong. I'm that type of person. I can't recite things that well. But if anybody knows what I'm talking about, the way Phaedra read Kenya down, and then you saw remember Candy's shady ass. You saw her like, oof. And then here goes a fucking Nene shady ass. She goes, I'm gonna post the clip when I'm done. Actually, should I post it now? No, I don't think I have it. I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna post the clip after this stream. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that is the best read of Housewives history, as far as reunions go, I don't give a fuck what no one says. That is the best read I have ever seen in my life. When I tell you, I would have got up from that fucking couch. I would have charged Phaedra. You know when someone says something so iconic you can't respond. So the only thing left, don't do this by the way, violence is not the answer. But the only thing left is to fight them. I'm getting up off that couch and I'm fighting you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just read my whole life in front of millions because I know millions are about to watch this, and there is nothing I can say in return. I'm fighting you. I'm sorry. No, that's all I got. That's all I got. Don't do that, by the way. Please don't ever do that. But Matthew, ooh, I need to look up that song because that could be a good anthem for our streams. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you. Shannon, I'm not kidding, girl. I had to stay silent and poor. Listen, I'm gonna find both actually. I'm gonna try to find both for you guys and post it to my Twitter. Oh my god. Still embarrassing.
You guys are like, you're not getting the picture. Like,
Yes, Michelle.
no, I don't want to spend one night away from Nader.
No.
Why?
Oh my god.
Why?
Look at this. Look at this.
He's still going to be depressed when I leave. He's still going to be depressed when I leave the next morning. Why would I? What? So why? My stuff is there to sleep there. I want to sleep with Nader. We're making things work, and that's it. I'm sad because I know he doesn't love me the way I need anyway.
Oh, the next.
I'm sure he doesn't like. I feel like he needs me, but I feel used. He doesn't probably want me to say these things, but, well, it is what it is. He's isolated in that apartment. And what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? I'm going to go there every single day.
She's saying, or asking, what do you want me to do? She literally just took him out the house. Unfortunately, she took him to go do something that he's clearly said multiple times he doesn't enjoy, but her purpose of taking him there was for content. He's the one who just turned it down, of course, as far as the live streams, because I think she said she vlogged it. Imagine going to be by your friend's side and turning that into content. But that's Chantal. That is Chantal, unfortunately. Yes. It is problematic, right, Ashley? Yeah, it is a bit problematic. Listen, housewives, they don't really have rules. They don't have rules. Jesus, the way my whole heart, my whole soul would have melted into that floor. Jeez, thank you for the super chat. Raven, no worries, Bill. No worries. Welcome. Raven, can I just say, the clip you posted to Twitter, I just want to shout this out. The clip you posted to Twitter, I actually ended up obviously responding and posting it to my Instagram. I have that saved in my favorites because that was so sweet and pretty much made my day. Honestly, probably made my week. That was so sweet. I sent it to my sister because it's surreal that someone would post something that kind, but it just makes it a little more real when it's in a video. I don't know. It just was touching. And truly, I'm a crybaby at heart, so I low-key was tearing up, even though it wasn't meant for that, but I was low-key tearing up, Raven. Thank you for posting that, because you don't have to acknowledge creators that way, and the fact that you did it meant a lot. It really, really did.
And spend hours there. I don't know what more I can do. And I can help him, like, yeah, like, I can help. He has a therapist, like, he probably doesn't even want me talking about his mental illness. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's his, you know what I mean? He probably just wants privacy. He doesn't want to go to the hospital. I can't force him. So why are you putting that on me? Peetz is suicidal and you're leaving. He's not suicidal. He said he's not.
People who are depressed, people who are going through different things mentally can hide things the best. Isolation, when it comes to people who are depressed and things like that, they will lie to you. They will look you straight in your face and tell you they're fine. They will look you straight in your face and say, I don't need your help. I'm good.
He sure.
So for anyone who doesn't recognize that, I just put the voiceover. It's from my stream from the 6th. Because I talked about this when it was relative to her leaving after what happened with Timbit. And I spoke on that because I thought it was a bit selfish to leave him in that moment, only because he had, his depression. He recently left his job, which was encouraged by Chantal, and he lost his possibly only, his friend. So that's why I said that. And to see it applied now, to see how far it's gotten, unfortunately, for Peetz, and for her not to connect that. This idea that, oh, well, he told me he's not going to, no shit. That's what happens sometimes. And I understand everyone's depression can look different. But when it comes to the topic of suicide, I'm just gonna speak from my personal experience. I wasn't raised like waving a fucking flag, like, "Hey, come save me! I feel like I'm gonna do this." That's not how that happens. That's not how that happens. Hey, you good? You good, girl? Yeah, I'm good, girl. I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing today? I'm okay. Straight up lying. I'm okay. No one knew what happened when I got off that phone. No one knows what happens when you walk back through those doors, you get back in your room. No one knows those thoughts but you. And a lot of the time when people are depressed and possibly having thoughts the way that I perceived that Peetz was having thoughts, yeah, a lot of the time they do lie. That's why, unfortunately, when people take their lives, their loved ones, the people close to them, their coworkers, their friends, one of the first things they say, I wish they said something. I wish we knew. I wish we could have helped. Because they lie the whole time. Fucking selfish bitch. Anyways, Holly, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, I laughed so hard throughout all of the raging and all of the crying. I laughed because I remembered this live stream. Actually, I laugh most of the time anyways because it's Chantal, but specifically because of this live stream right here. There are two specific things I will never forget. Actually, three. There are three specific things, and there's many things we can remember from this year. Let me tell you the three things I will never forget from this year. The night, when it comes to Chantal, the night she sat by and laughed at Nader and threatening FFG and found it so funny that he was sitting there threatening and trying to be intimidating to another woman because she didn't like that creator. I will never forget that. I will never forget her sitting there and providing a false alibi to thousands of people over an alleged rape allegation, knowing damn well she was not in that room. And the third thing is this live stream here. She showed how disposable Peetz really is to her. She showed a new low, and she showed she has no bottom. Chantal is trash. There will never be anyone on this platform or off this platform that will convince me otherwise ever. Chantal can turn around and fund a school for orphans, and I would still call her trash. That bitch ain't shit, and she will never be shit. And while everyone's sitting here, not everyone, but some people like, oh, she can change, try to do better, put yourself first. Chantal is who Chantal is. Chantal will never change. The only thing Chantal can do at this point is possibly learn how to hide it better, become a bit more private. But Chantal has shown through the year of 2021 who she really is. The parts of her we never knew were there. And there will never be anything to have me forget that.
Would never hurt himself. So, no, I didn't call his mom, Liliana. His video was a cry for help. Honestly, there's nothing his mom can do. His mother's an older woman, not well. Like,
let's remember Chantal said that she told his mom she would take care of him. See, the language and the rewriting of history when it comes to them moving in together, the conversations look very different. Is Chantal responsible for Peetz? No. Yes, he is a grown man. Should Chantal be responsible for Peetz? No. But if my son, grown or not, and I know some of the struggles he may have, is moving in with you and you say you take care of him, obviously I would hope she doesn't mean, she doesn't think Chantal would take care of everything. But at the very least, I would hope you would be there for my child when I can't be during a time like that. And Chantal turned her back on her friend. Uh, Thinking taking him for a drive and being there for a few hours, that was nothing. That was nothing. And why that was nothing? Because Chantal could have done more. Chantal chose not to do more. So I would stop saying that's my friend and that's my loved one. That's all these things. He's my best friend. No, he's disposable. She chose a bum she's known for a few months over him. Quite literally, in 4K, chose him over the life of her friend. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom Riddle. And let's not forget, thank you again, Tom. During the rage on the 14th, remember when she was in that kitchen? Who was standing right there? Who was standing there over her shoulder? Peetz. The same Peetz that she claimed, which I believe, is concerned when it comes to her relationship with Nader, which is adding to his depression. She didn't pause the conversation. She kept going, even though Peetz was standing right there. Yes, he was out of his room. Great. Let's switch up the conversation. Let's talk about something else. Actually, let's cook something. You're here. You're out here. I'm sure the chat would enjoy it. Let's do something together. No, I don't want to hear about most of the things he likes talking about, but let's make something. Whatever. Figure it out. And she kept talking about Nader. To the point I think he said something like, well, you can't say we didn't tell you so. She continues raging, continues talking about Nader, continues talking about all his toxic actions when Peetz was standing right there. No matter what Chantal's going through, if it's within his power, he will be right there.
You know? I said, I have my phone on me if you really need me. Like, he didn't seem like wasn't feeling well. He was very tired. He's probably going to go to bed.
Earlier today, I spent like an hour on my phone and then felt so exhausted that I went back to sleep. So yeah, my depression's been really, really bad lately. It's getting untenable.
So she mentions him wanting to go right back to bed. She likes to say that a lot, like, oh, he's sleeping or he's in bed right now, so I don't need to be there. If you watch the video, you understand why. And so what if he's in bed? You know what it would feel like to know, hey, my friend or my best friend is right in the next room or downstairs. So if I need them, that can mean a lot to someone who's going through depression. That can mean a lot. Just knowing someone is physically there. Doesn't mean he'd go to her if his thoughts escalated, not necessarily. But I'm sure it would mean a whole lot to know, you know what, friend? I had plans tonight, but they don't matter. I'm here for you. What do you want to do tonight? Oh, you don't want to do anything? You just want to lay in bed? All right. I'll be in the room next. I'll be in my room. You change your mind, you just knock on that door. Something simple like that could have probably meant the world to someone like Pete and what he's going through. But that's her friend. I'm not here to do that. Just so we're all clear. I'm not saying I'm here to help Pete. I don't know that man. I never said I was here to help him. But you know who does have the ability to help him and be there? Chantal. And she chose to go back to the man who literally told her Pete can end his life. Quana, thank you so much for the super chat. Exactly. But no, Chantal likes to mix up the conversation intentionally. I genuinely think it's intentional at this point. But yeah, she's not responsible for his depression. It means the same thing to her, apparently, as not leaving him alone. But yeah. Thank you again.
What if I didn't live with him? Would you guys blame me for like...
Guess what? Chantal does live with him. What if I didn't do this? What if this? What is the point of that conversation? Because you do live with him. And that's what bothers Chantal the most, is because no matter how she tries to walk it back, spin it, or rage out of it, everyone saw her for who she was in that live stream. Everyone saw her for who she was.
Spending, like, I can't be there 24/7. Like, I don't know. If he didn't want people to worry, he shouldn't. Well, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm like begrudging that he's like in this funk and that he needs help. And I'm going to help him get help and just be there more. Yeah, for him and the cats. But I'm not going to be there 24/7, and I'm going to sleep where I want to sleep. It's still my life. I'm tired of people coming in here and just like thinking that your membership entitles you to respect from me when you don't fucking respect me. Sorry.
Let me read this. I want to make sure I highlight this. Fit and Curvy, thank you for the super chat. I'm here today because loved ones were there for me during my darkest times. I couldn't pull myself out on my own. All I could do was cry out for help. First of all, thank you, Fit and Curvy, for that. I am very happy you're here today. I hear you. I get it. I feel you. And that's what Chantal refuses to see, because it would take her being selfless to acknowledge that and to be there for someone. Because a lot of the times that is the story, that someone has to be there for you, physically be there. I've shared my story in the past. You guys know where to go for the video. If you don't, um, I'll I'll just link it after this live stream. I'll probably put it in the description. But a lot of the time, this is why part of me, well, most of the time, most of me had an issue with the suicide baiting that Amber did, because when you actually go through those feelings and you have to get help to pull yourself out, it is a long fight. It's not something to be joked about. It's not something to make a mockery out of. It's not something to use as a tool of manipulation or trolling. And that's what Amber Lynn did in 2019, the piece of shit that she is. And I don't believe that's necessarily what Peetz did here, but it was reckless. If those weren't the thoughts he had, which honestly I do believe. I do believe every word he said in that video. Unfortunately. I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope I'm wrong. But I do believe those words weren't just spoken to just express himself. I believe it was a cry for help. And I hope he calls those hotlines, goes to that family doctor to get the help that he needs. Because those emotions can develop, unfortunately. But I just want to repeat again, Fit and Curvy, I am so happy you're here. I'm so happy you're here. And to anyone who can relate to some of the words that Pete has spoken, to what Fit and Curvy has shared, I'm happy you're here too. And for anyone who's still fighting, please keep fighting. You deserve so much more. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be here. I don't care if you, whatever. I don't care about any of that, because I know there's people who probably watch me where, I probably wouldn't care for them outside of this space. But that's not important. Be here for you because you're worth it. And I know that's easier said than done, because I've been there. I've been there where I thought I had nothing left in me. But sometimes it takes someone letting you know you do have it in you. So be here because you deserve it and you deserve better. So I don't want to go too far into it. That's why I was like trying to not address it, but then it's me, so I end up addressing it. But I just hope anyone who is struggling like this, or who may be struggling like this, I don't wish that on anyone. I really, really don't, because it is one of the hardest things to overcome, in my opinion. So, Matthew, thank you. Being there, even if you don't want. Yeah. Chantal will never, ever be there for someone outside of herself. I mean, let's be real. As much as we always touch back on it, thank you again, Matthew. As much as we always touch back on it, Chantal wasn't there for her own grandmother, the person that she claims played such a big role in her life. So I don't think Chantal would have been there for Peetz regardless.
Like, you know, this is not about me and Nader, Liliana. Stop derailing from the subject. We'll be back by 7. And if it wasn't back by 7, I can't control. I don't like that he says those things. See, you guys are blaming me. You say I blame you for my actions. You guys are blaming me for other people's actions. So, like, if you're in here to shame me for being a bad friend to Peetz, when actually I'm a very good friend to Peetz, or for other people.
Most of the criticism that I saw was directed at Chantal's actions. It just so happens her actions also rely on the opinion of Nader. Because Chantal probably would have stayed, hopefully would have stayed, if Nader didn't want her back at 7. So yeah, it is her actions that's being criticized. It is her response that is being criticized. Oh, Tom, thank you so much for the super chat. I do agree with the last part as far as he does need to move away from Chantal. It's just where he is in his depression. Again, I'm not a professional. I just think he needs a lot of professional help. I'm not saying what you said won't help, of course. I'm sure it could possibly help, although I don't think his personality is the type to be open to those things, you know. Thank you for the suggestion though, and that may work for some people. I just don't think where Peetz is, it would work for him. He needs professionals. If Chantal can simply help him get there, that would be a nice gesture on her part. But he needs real professionals real fast. And I hope he gets it. Meditating Cat, thank you so much. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I remember I had a conversation with some of my friends, and there's not one person, because I know them, and obviously it's no shock to me, but they said it themselves, they would stop everything they're doing. Yeah, because that's what you do. It wasn't even a text. You know what I'm saying? Like, the impact of that video was so big in the sense that it wasn't a text, it wasn't a quick phone call. He laid out so much in that 10-minute video. I don't know how she wasn't in her car midway. She was still at Nader's house damn near 2 hours later. It's wild.
People's problems. You're putting it on me. Everything. Because I'm not sleeping there in my bed over there. I'm a horrible person. Like, what? Excuse me?
She is.
Like, I'm pretty sure I have a right to choose out who I want to be with, despite the past that I have. And anytime somebody brings up, like Patsy or people over and over on his chat, which I don't even know, I don't know, but I'm ignoring every single thing about anything I've said in the past. I don't know. I know my live streams are still up or whatever, but just because I don't want to talk about it doesn't mean I was lying about anything, because I didn't lie about anything. Everything I've ever said happened. And it's not a matter of if it did or not. Either he's lying, she's lying. It's about moving on, forgiveness, and trying to make it work and be positive. Let's fucking remind everybody shit nice I did for you, Nader. How about that, okay? Since you have so much pride and you're a real man, let's do that. What do you think? Like, I paid for everything. Thousands of dollars.
Oof.
And coming on here every single frigging day.
Does that sound positive to y'all? That positivity left real quick, didn't it? Slightly Anxious, thank you so much for the super chat, and I am so happy you're here. Thank you again. And by the way, guys, I should mention this. I feel like you guys may know this, but never feel inclined to share anything personal you're not comfortable sharing. Keep in mind it's a public space, and I'm grateful you guys do feel that comfortable. But I just want to make sure you guys know, protect your peace and share what you want to share. I may not respond to all things, but share what you want to share and what you're comfortable sharing. I just want to make sure, just because it's a heavy topic. Speaking of heavy topic, maybe we should go on a quick break. Guys, go check on your pets, grab some water, bathroom break, get your skincare ready for tonight. Just remember that, guys. I'm so grateful you guys are open to saying the things you can relate to when it comes to peetz and the topic at hand, but always know you don't have to share that. That is your private business. And however you continue to battle that or you overcome that is your business. It's not owed to the internet. But anyone sharing, I do appreciate you. But let's go to a quick break. Where is it?
I can isolate my abs.
The way I did not time that correctly, but whatever. Oh, thank you, Unicorn Plushie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also wanted to mention, only because I saw a comment that I'm sure I missed, of course. I saw a comment, someone saying they shared and they feel less alone. I not 100% sure what you're referring to, but I also want to encourage you to share where you feel safe. Where you feel safe, and above all, professionals, if you do have the resources, which I should have probably mentioned with all that. I think I just get carried away with talking, but I would encourage anyone to first speak, no matter what, no matter how hard it is to speak in a place where you feel safe. And most of the time, I don't actually think the internet is the safe place. Like, as a content creator, that's how I feel. When it comes to being a content creator, fortunately and unfortunately, there are certain responsibilities that we have, and there are certain things that you don't bring to the internet because it can have an impact on your viewers. It can have an impact on your platform. And there's certain things I'm not saying compared to peetz. In no way am I saying that when it comes to this topic. But there's certain things that made this year hard for myself, and I don't bring it to my platform because, if I'm being completely real, there's nothing my platform could do for me. I needed help outside my platform, so that's what I did, and that's what I continue to work at. So take all that and saying, go to a safe place or to someone where you feel safe, and go from there. And more importantly, please, if you can, if you have the resources, don't feel any shame for having to get therapy or any outside help. That's what they're there for. To have the courage to go get help, I think that actually makes you stronger in a lot of ways, to be able to identify, like, I need help, I need to reach out to these, this specific place, I think that just speaks to the strength that you truly have. It's nothing to be ashamed of, but that's just my personal opinion.
Just being berated for like my basic life choices is not going to fly with me. So again, if you're just here to shame me, blocking, and I'm not going to miss you anymore. Seriously, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's ridiculous. The online hate is just fucking retarded. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's just fucking retarded. It's just fucking ridiculous.
The reason I kept that in is not that we're not used to Chantal saying the R word. It's just, this is the same Chantal who was crying ableism for so long. That's what I kept that in. We're used to Chantal saying that, and she tries to walk it back every single time. I think it's a word she uses in her day to day, and she probably should tuck it away for live streams, but it's Chantal. KD, I love that. Thank you for the super chat. And I love that. Oh, I'm happy you feel that. I know the last probably year and a half for a lot of people has, probably been tough. So I'm sure moments like that mean even more nowadays. I love that.
Angela Lackman, pizza is not your responsibility. You can only be there to talk if he needs you. As a depressed person, I know. He doesn't, like, he barely talked. I know just being there, but, like, what if I had to move away or something? Like, I don't know. I'm severely mentally ill myself. Like, I have to be self-absorbed a little bit because I can't deal. Like, I'm barely dealing with my own fucking problems. But because you hate me, because of things that you think I did, or because of things I lied about, or because you don't like who I'm with, my problems are less valid, and I have to, like, I'm responsible for everybody's pain and suffering in life. Like, that's just, like,
Here's the thing. I do recognize there are times people may ignore their own mental health to be there for other people. I do recognize that. And I don't agree with what she's trying to say because she's not addressing and actually responding to what's being said. But I do feel, yes, Chantal has a lot to work on for herself. And with that, no, she can't help peetz, but she's not being told to help peetz. She's not, let me phrase that, she's not being told that she's the cure to his depression. It's just she has the ability to do for someone outside of herself. She just chooses not to. She puts all her energy into nader because that's all that matters, because that's where she benefits, and she's desperate and she's easily manipulated. That's the difference. But yeah, I understand. She has a lot to work on. There's a lot of trauma that she added on this year alone that she'll have to unpack and sort through. However, let's not pretend she doesn't have the ability to do for others, because she does it for nader. Like she said in the clip earlier, she's spent thousands on him. We'll go over it a little more in detail tomorrow, but she also buys she pretty much does everything for that man, which we've been new, but we only get the truth when she's mad. Millie, thank you for the super chat. Oh, absolutely not. Chantal is risking everything for this man. He will never see the inside of her uncle's home. I doubt her mom. Well, I'm not sure about her mom, because sometimes I feel like they're a little more similar than we think based on the things Chantal has said. But I highly doubt that man will ever see any of her family members at all. But thank you again.
Oh, the R word half slipped, whatever. Friggin' crucify me for it then. Like, and no, you are the one who made fun of peetz. Why do I talk like this? And whenever you did that face, yeah, it made me laugh, and I'm a piece of shit for laughing at that, I guess.
So the man made fun of peetz, and we know why he would make fun of peetz in that way. It's because Peetz does believe he's on the spectrum. So he cracked those jokes about Peetz, and of course she laughed. And by the way, the reason she's saying all this is because Nader was on his live stream saying that he has some type of evidence of Chantal making a joke of Peetz and talking negatively about Peetz. I would love to see that evidence, because what Chantal actually did in this live stream that we'll go over tomorrow, she gave him the permission to release it. She had Big Balls said it with her whole ass chest to release it. And Nader said all he wanted. Well, they're back to being friendly again now, so we probably won't see it. But when the crackheads have a fight again next week, hopefully he's reminded that Chantal said it was okay for him to release it, and he has nothing. So he did that impression of her best friend, and she laughed. I believe Nader when he says she talked hella shit about Peetz. I believe it. And the fact that he's telling all of this to the internet during a time like this with everything Peetz is going through. When Pete said in that video, I'm sure my haters will enjoy this or whatever, I don't think he was just talking about viewers. I believe he was also talking about Nader. And that's a fucking shame.
And he agreed he's not going to talk about it anymore. Because I'm not ever going to say I lied about something, because I didn't. So, but just because I think I was wrong for talking so much shit. Like I was, regardless of what happened or whatever. Because this is just ridiculous at this point. Like he's blatantly... He said it, so you fucked it, Nader. You said it with your own mouth. You'll never be with me, so you'll never be with me. And that means you don't get any of the benefits that come with being with me.
And that's what Chantal thinks her worth is. She's talking about, I'm not going to be negative. I shouldn't have talked shit. She goes on the next day to obviously do what she did. But that's where Chantal feels she has any value when it comes to this relationship. Her plan was always, from the beginning, like I said, build a BB. And the way she thought she was going to build a BB was by buying his love. In the stream we go over tomorrow, she even says it. She thought that she could pretty much convince this man to love her, work towards him loving her. And she was going to do that by working herself into a position that she would never be able to escape for the most part. Buying his love, filming his videos, helping him look like a damn fool online. And truly, I believe the night that she went live here, when she got home, the plan probably was for her to go live with Nader, because at the end of the stream, she mentioned that. I think the only reason Nader didn't go live, she probably either begged him or they probably got in a big argument. Imagine doing all this, knowing what video Peetz released earlier, and still going back to this man who told you he doesn't care if he lives or not, and still live streaming with him. What delusional world does she live in where she thought viewers would be okay with that and bring positivity? Oh, Camlin, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, and happy holidays. Thank you so much. Listen, I'm happy you guys are here to watch it with me. Trust me. I will always stand by that. Thank you, Tom. I'm trying to send that. I mean, it's the choice that she takes. I can't believe the amount of stuff that she has shared with this internet over the last few. I will never understand Chantal. That's why she should be studied, so then we can better understand her.
And again. It's just, that's it. It just was, but Kim E, check on Peetz and be there. I check on, you guys act like I go and fuck off to Nader's and be like, screw you guys. Like, no, I don't want to spend one night away from Nader. Why? He's still going to be depressed when I leave. He's still going to be depressed when I leave the next morning.
I'm muted. Sorry. Can I just say the clip I just played where she's like, I don't want to, she wants to stay the night with Nader. He'll still be depressed. Peetz will still be depressed. Actually, I'm going to play it again. My jaw swung open when she said those words because she watched the same video everyone else watched. So when she goes on the next day to call nader heartless and all these things, I don't think she really sees the connection, but that is probably one of the most shocking responses Chantal has had on her channel to date, in my opinion, based on the topic at hand. Hold on, let's see. Oh, that went too far back. Hold on.
You'll never be with me, so you'll never be with me. And that means you don't get any of the benefits that come with being with me. You know, and it's just, that's it. It just was, but Kim E, check on peetz and be there. I check on, you guys act like I go and fuck off to nadders and be like, ah, screw you guys. Like, no, I don't want to spend one night away from nader. Why? Why? He's still going to be depressed when I leave. He's still going to be depressed when I leave the next morning.
Hands down, one of the most cold things I've ever heard Chantal say out of her mouth. And Chantal has said a lot.
Ever go like a whole day, like I said, other than Toronto, without seeing my cats. Like, I was just there for several hours. I don't mind going there like every day if I need to. Maybe like, you know, and just taking care of my shit there, and then taking care of my cats there, and then seeing peetz. And I do want to like do things with peetz, like as a friend. I do miss doing things with him too. Anyway. Yes, being in your room all the time, being depressed and alone, it doesn't help. But I mean, like, I can't physically pull him out and make him do things. We went for a nice ride. He didn't want to go live, so I didn't go live. Probably a bad idea. I guess he'll do more things with me. But yeah, like, we can definitely do more things. I don't have a problem with that. Peetz dropped everything for me. I don't think so, Alex. You don't even know the situation. You guys are like, you pulled him out of his low rent room. He hated living there. He wanted to move with me.
No, I will continue to die on this hill. Chantal knew exactly what she was doing towards the end. I think Chantal knew the relationship with BB was coming to a close. That's why she started to incorporate peetz for the most part in her, you know, throughout her life again. Because them hanging out really picked up towards the tail end of her relationship with BB, because I think she knew it was over. There's a chance, yeah, he was living in a situation he didn't want to be in, but he also didn't want this luxury villa. She had to convince him, and she delivered that with all these promises of things she would do on her part. I'm sure he had his part to play, and they were going to be platonic, lifelong partners to see where we are now. It's still very different. She presented something completely different to him, and she knows it.
He wanted to move with me. And affordable for him, I pay everything. So don't even go there.
Still doing job searches, but been getting tough to do that as well. Oh, I just feel like I have no real control over my life.
I knew you guys would jump all over me for it. I don't know, Sabrina. I don't know. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know. Like,
before I play this clip, she sits here and says, I'm not a psychiatrist. True. Again, the help, Chantal wouldn't be the one to help peetz out of what he's going through. She could just be there and help him get there and play a bigger role. But this is also what she said, which is very damaging, by the way. So for someone who says she's not a psychiatrist but goes on to say this, it's ridiculous. And please don't take this advice that she's about to give.
Going to psych emerge will make things worse for him. I've been there in crisis. They make you feel crazy, and they do fuck all for you. They're gonna give him meds. He's on meds. He doesn't need more meds. Okay, like,
so she won't be there, but she'll also discourage him from getting help that he probably desperately needs. Got it. Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. That's what she said. Thank you. Oh, no worries. Oh, and good luck. I love that. Love you too. Thank you. And good luck. Do your thing, boo.
You guys know I can't even go to my own therapy and lay out my own fucking life plan. And you
Because you're
want me to
lazy.
do this for somebody else? Like, I'm sorry, but like, it's too much. It's too much.
But she'll do the world for nader.
It is. It's not like, oh, I just can't even deal. Like, for real. I'm tired of it. I don't even want to do vlogs at home anymore. Because I don't even want to go, because like, you people, it's just depressing. Like, I don't even want to show my cats on video anymore. Oh, they're mangy, or they're this or that. Like, you know, like, it's all about you on your channel. Go figure. Ding. You know, he knows I'm there for him. Like, he would agree with this. So, and I was there for him tonight, Lying Luckmas. What do you want me to do? Go and cuddle in bed with him? I'm going to spend the night with my boyfriend. I don't know what you don't get about that.
That's not her boyfriend.
I don't know what you don't get about that.
That's not her boyfriend.
I'm gonna try to get used to my law-abiding bed. If you like lay down and don't have the will to live, like I can't force you to do things. Like I don't know what to say.
Imagine saying that. Imagine saying that. If you lay down and you don't have the will to live, tough. What am I supposed to do? Imagine saying those words and thinking nothing of it. When I tell you this live stream served as an eye opener for people whose eyes weren't open this whole time. That's what this live stream did. Sharon, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. And thank you. I know I'm behind when it comes to the members messages, but thank you so much. Because it's Chantal. Chantal never knows how to make a damn argument. Oh, thank you, Keely. I should mention that's what I'm responding to your super chat. Thank you for your super chat, because it's Chantal. Chantal contradicts herself in almost every single live stream. And if not the one prior, it'll be the one following. She's ridiculous. That's...
We did the drive-through lights together. I just was there. Like we had dinner, we had pizza, and we talked a lot. And he just wasn't feeling up to being live. And I shouldn't just be like, "Hey, want to go live?" Like, I know you're feeling like shit. And he doesn't want suggestions from people. He doesn't want all the support. It's overwhelming for him, all the attention. So whenever we come home and we see 2 big cop cars, and I know you think you're doing a fucking good thing, but you're not. Like,
listen, I listened to his video from today where he did express like reading something like that can be overwhelming. I agree. I definitely get that. That's why it shouldn't be on the internet. I think he's in a place where kind words and encouragement from strangers online may not be helpful to him. I think the people in his real life are the only ones who can help him go get that help, go to professionals so he can get on the other side. Because let me tell you, what he described, it's not easy to get on the other side. It is not easy. It's a lot of fight. And he already expressed he doesn't feel he has the fight in him, which I understand based on what he was expressing. But it's not strangers on the internet that's going to change his mind. It's not strangers on the internet that is going to give him the fight that he needs. It's going to be people in his life, in his real life, his day-to-day interaction, which is only Chantal, who can encourage him, strongly encourage him to get to that help. So.
Yeah, Fezziwig, what do you want me to do? I don't like that they trash each other. I don't like that he trashed him, but what do you want me to do about it?
Actually, for him too, he's a piece of shit. He don't even deserve that I tell him to talk shit about him. Because they both. He go on live stream and say, I don't give a shit. She got made mad or no. I don't give a shit about him. Man.
Listen closer to this.
Tell you something? For you. You shit yourself. When you insult me on live stream, you shit on yourself. And you go hide in your room and you have sword in your closet. You still have this sword. You have sword. You know if you fight with me and you have sword, You know where the sword is gonna be? Where? You know? I wish you come see me one day with have sword in your hand.
That man just threatened Peetz once again on live stream. And that bed he just laid back in is the bed Chantal was probably in last night. So he told Chantal he pretty much doesn't care if Peetz was to take his life. He gave her a time limit to come back. And the next day he sat his ugly ass on live stream and threatened Pete's life. How he knows about that silly sword? Probably Chantal. Chantal still went back to him. Chantal will choose anyone over Nader. I mean, Chantal will choose Nader over anyone. I said that wrong.
Nader said you're a friend, no love, he said today. It's okay. I don't know why you think he's gonna tell you guys things like that publicly.
She need to keep your personal sex life offline. What personal sex? I don't have sex with her, guys. She wish. She wish. She wish.
Oof.
That's why she get mad.
Oof.
Very selfish. It's not about selfish. It's about feeling.
Ooh.
No,
To translate that, his English was just fine. I'm just being funny. He said he don't give a fuck about her. He's not fucking her, and she wished he was sleeping with her, which actually does kind of support what people had asked her. Because I don't know where November 23rd came from, and she started to think about it, and that was the first sign that I was like, oh, maybe they don't sleep together as much as she claims. And then here she go driving home crying about him not wanting to play with her boobs after she gave him head twice. Jesus. And he's sitting here confirming, like, yeah, I don't feel anything for her. We already knew that. No problem. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, I get the notification of the comments about the notifications. First of all, thank you again for the super chat. Thank you for being here. I tell everyone to unsubscribe, resubscribe, and set notifications to all. And hopefully that helps. But thank you for being here.
You foodie, you're crazy confessing his love. Well, he confesses his love to me offline. B, he shouldn't be alone. You're very selfish and cruel. Fuck off, B. Sucking friggin' dick. I'm sorry, but I do a lot for the people in my life, actually.
I just want to point out, she just told someone in her chat to suck a dick, right? Those are the words she spoke. She wants to say that? Cool. The next day, I just want to remember what we've been watching. She drove home on live stream crying because she sucked his dick twice and he wouldn't play with her boobs. When I tell you, Chantal, nothing on your channel ages well, baby girl. Ooh, 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 ooh. If I was that person that she just told suck a dick to, I'd play that part back 10 times and just laugh the whole time.
So sorry that I want to fucking sleep somewhere else. Sorry.
Say to somebody, oh, play with my boobs, and he don't like to play with your boobs. Get some respect for yourself. Respect even yourself.
I don't know what to say. Oof. I mean, hate him then, not me. Why do you hate me? Like, Mr. Piddle, I went over. I offered to take him to the fucking hospital, and he doesn't want to. The cops were there. What more do you want me to do? Do you want me to go buy a rope at Home Depot and lasso him to the hospital?
By the way, Lindsay, you're right. You're right. We'll be discussing that tomorrow. But also, I just wanted to mention what she says here. Did you want me to get a rope and lasso? It was just poor choice of words. And this is why when Chantal's enraged, the last thing she should do is be live. But I welcome it. It's entertainment. It's content. Because when she said that, I was like, did she hear herself? We're talking about your best friend who's possibly suicidal, and that's the words you she is. Yeah, she. Oh yeah, thank you, Red. Thank you, Red. I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed any part of this live stream, I'd appreciate if you gave the stream a thumbs up. It does support the channel. It does help push the live stream. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Red.
I don't know what you're asking me to do. Al, why can't you spend the night to just be there? You won't be able to drive there if he needs you because you're always high. Think of someone else for once. I can Uber.
Chantal said I can Uber. Chantal never Ubered before. Chantal has used being high as an excuse so many times to not leave this abusive man's house. But now we're to believe if she's high, which she would be, she would Uber to Pete's side. The same Chantal that took almost 3 hours to get to him in the first place? That Chantal? Wow. Opal, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chat and enjoy. Anyone who's flying home to be with family over the holidays, seriously enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Please take that time with your loved ones and take in those moments, especially after the rough year and a half everyone has had. So I love that.
One night wouldn't have made a difference, Sandra. Exactly. One night's not going to make a difference, guys. It's not. My life, I think.
Depending on someone's mental state, one night can make the difference. So Sandra, shut the fuck up. That's why you're in her chat to begin with.
I think life would have to be how it used to be. And it's not going to be that way anymore. I don't want that life anymore. I can't go through this again. I can't. It's so heartbreaking.
I played that clip because I want you guys to never forget Chantal's demeanor when it comes to the breakup she had with Bibi, but the one that I still think she's not over. Chantal is terrified of going back to the feeling she had in that video in 2020. Chantal is terrified of being alone, being lonely. Even though thinks she's in a relationship, she's not. She's still very much alone. There's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. And even though she's not physically alone because she's always by Nader's side, she is very lonely because she has no support. Chantal knows what this is. She wants to live in her delusion from time to time, sure, fine. But when she does snap out of it, Chantal is very well aware of what it is. And that's so pathetic. But Raven, right? Yep. I'm happy you're here, Raven. I'm happy you're here. Exactly. And the thing is, I think a lot of people can relate being in her position. Thank you again, Raven. I won't go into detail, but I was on the other side where I was aware of someone I cared about, someone I truly love, had the thoughts that Peetz had or had the thoughts that I perceived Peetz to have. And I was actually at work when I got the call. I got the call from a different family member. One family member mentioned to another the suicidal thoughts, and I was at work, immediately left. I told my job on the way out the door what was going on. There wasn't like, can I leave? I'm leaving. Got to them immediately and let them know where we were going. It wasn't a question, and I get it. Peetz is an adult. He can refuse. I was grateful enough that my family member didn't refuse, and we got them into a facility that same day. There was no way I would have left their side, and they understood. I would have been glued to their hip until they agreed. And not to make it a joke or anything like that, because this is not a joking matter, but I truly believe they just didn't want me attached to their hip because I can be very annoying. Outside of them wanting help, but I'm grateful they went and got that help because I had every intention of being by their side day in and day out. You're not taking a piss without me. You're not taking a shit without me. You're not taking a sip of water without me. Oh, you got to go brush your teeth? We brushing our teeth together, girl. Oh, you want to go for a walk? We walking together. You going to sleep? I'm tired too. Yeah. That's the type of person I am. I'm not saying that works, obviously, but the point was to let them know I am not leaving your side until you walk through those doors. And they understood that. And they are here today. They are here today. And I'm very grateful for them. I'm obviously keeping it vague for a reason. It's my family. Yeah. Not saying everything that you do in a situation like that would be perfect or ideal, but at the very least, you do what's within your control, and that's to not leave their side, not allow them to feel, not allow them to be left alone with their thoughts for very long, if that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense.
I don't know. I'm not saying I'm going to marry Nader or fucking give up. I'm not giving up my whole life for him. But I want something else. My soul is gone? No, I have a soul, Kathy.
Nah, not
Quit
after
being
we
fucking
stream.
dramatic. I swear I thought most of these people were middle schoolers. I was surprised some of the friggin' people that call in to hate on me on Nader's thing.
Thank you.
They were like friggin' 60. It's weird. I'm not dropping everything for him.
Yes, you
What
are.
am I dropping? What am I dropping?
Peetz, dummy.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it. He did say that, Stacey says. Well, there you go. He said it on live. Yep. And I just looked at him like, I can't believe you just said that. You weren't there for him like you are for Nader. Nader's,
He's your sugar baby.
He's my boy. He's who I want to be with right now.
Sugar baby. Listen, okay, so listen. We're gonna all get on the same page. Because I call him friend, but a friend wouldn't treat someone like that anyways. So we are all gonna get on the same page. And for anyone who doesn't know what a sugar baby is, when the stream is done, just do a quick YouTube search or a quick Google search. Repeat after me. Nader is Chantal's sugar baby. Nader is Chantal's sugar baby. And they're both grown outside of the toxic shit. If she wanted to have a sugar baby, she can have a sugar baby. It's her money to waste. From the sounds of it, she could afford one, or barely at this point. But Nader is Chantal's sugar baby.
Like, it's different. You guys don't know the type of relationship we have offline at all. At all. And it's purposely right now. It's purposeful right now.
Like my boobs?
Oh, like what?
No, you'll touch your boobs. Why? It's just even to touch your boobs. You force me to touch your boobs?
Not involved, but come on, I'm sure I can find somebody.
Fine, a lot of body. You think I give a damn shit? I tell you, you're free since long time ago. Even online.
Sandra, okay. I will apologize to you publicly because that comment got on my nerves, and I think it's because of the way she read it. When she agreed with you, that's why I was upset. So if that's not how you meant it, I apologize. I read it one way, and I think I was going off of how she responded as well. So I apologize if that's not how you meant it. I definitely didn't know because that shit got on my nerves. But that's on me. I apologize. I didn't realize that's how you meant it. Just elaborate a bit more later. No, I'm kidding. It's still my fault. I'm kidding. I apologize, Sandra. I don't know if Sandra's still here or if she left, but I did not realize that's how you meant the comment in Chantal's chat.
Realize that peace will always try to protect you. He won't tell you he needs you. If he knows deep down you would rather be somewhere else.
That part.
Well, I can't live there 24. I can't be there 24/7, like I said.
I'm going to go back and we're going to read that comment again that one of her members left her. Because, okay, let's go back a little more.
Shit, I tell you, you're free since long time ago. Even online.
Realize that peace will always try to protect you. He won't tell you he needs you.
Chantal, you do you know, okay, that Peetz will always try to protect you. She's reading it, but I don't care. I just really want us to let this sink in and realize the reason she couldn't say anything when it comes to this comment, she knew was 100% true, and she still was going to choose Nader. He won't tell her that he needs her because he does know deep down she doesn't want to be there. So this whole idea of her saying, well, he said he wouldn't do this and he's not actually feeling this, it doesn't matter. He knows she doesn't want to be there.
If he knows deep down you would rather be somewhere else. Well, I can't live there 24, I can't be there 24/7, like I said. Me sleeping a night there, I don't think that would help. Maybe it would, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, all I can do is just, I don't know what to say. I don't feel like I've been a terrible friend. I mean, yes and no. And the reason I made that community post right before going home was because I was getting so much backlash immediately after Pete posted his video. So
I'm going to skip to the end. Pretty much my thoughts when it comes to the rest of this is that I'm going to skip to the end in a second. She posted the community post trying to do damage control instead of focusing and worrying about her friend, because I think she knew what the public opinion would be. But guess what? The public opinion does not matter. Viewers don't fucking matter when it comes to what the message of that video was. She should have just went to Pete's, but she didn't. I'll jump to the end in a second. I'm going to say Morgie because Lord knows I will keep butchering everyone's name. Thank you for the super chat. And exactly. And I think he turned to the internet because he knew he had no one else to turn to. And I am happy you're here, Morgie. I am. Enamored, thank you. Same. I left. If there's an emergency, my family will always come first. I think you guys have watched me enough to know that my family, even though I don't share personal things, but my personal life will always come before this platform. And it's not to say I don't cherish the support I get or the viewers that I have, but for me, when it comes to my loved ones, when it comes to my family and myself, I have to come before this platform. I don't know how long you guys been around, but remember last year I took several breaks due to personal family stuff, and that will always be the case because sometimes you can't balance them all. And there's no shame. There is no shame in not being able to balance both this platform and what should be a main priority. That's why Pete should step back and really focus on getting the help that he needs. Pizza's not this huge YouTuber, and I'm not saying huge YouTubers shouldn't do this because they still should, but he's not this big YouTuber who has deadlines for sponsorships and all these things. He's a smaller channel. He can afford to step back and prioritize his health. If he does it, that's on him. If he doesn't, I don't know. Welcome, girl. Welcome. But let me see what's at the end. I forgot what I added to this.
Number 4, why?
Girl, shut up.
For the I know I sound like a heartless person, but I don't mean it that way. Like
Yeah, that's pretty much it. She goes on a small, tiny little rant about myself and French Fry Girl. Nothing new. We know we're her favorites. Rent free. I think she even mentioned Charlie something big mad, and I'm just like, girl, I love the impact. I don't care how conceited that sounds, because there's no other way to put it. I just love the impact that I have on the people I have criticized. The way they will echo back things that I've said. I'm like, oh, my impact, girl. So it stuck with you. You watched. First of all, you shouldn't have told me that. Don't tell people who criticize you that you watch them. It's stupid, and you should be watching them. But the fact that she just recites things back sometimes that I said, the tent size underwear lives rent free in her mind. I'm sure other comments. The impact of our platform, guys, I think so too, babe. I think low key, because technically, if we're being technical, I am a fan of the content, not the creator, but the content. I watch her content. So technically, I'm a fan of the reality show that is Chantal and her bum ass sugar baby. But it's just it's amazing. It is so amazing. But yes. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't believe I did. Guys, the way this was supposed to be a short stream, I don't think I'm capable of doing that, but it's okay. I know I love a good circus too. They're the best. They are the best. The way we keep getting this shit for free. See, some people out here going to pay to the movies, going to pay. I think yeah, Zach's video. I watched it while I was doing my makeup, and they actually talked about I think going to see Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. Granted, this does not compare to Spider Man, but the fact that, you got to put it into perspective. Sometimes you got to pay for entertainment. And when it comes to the platform of YouTube, in this corner of YouTube, we get action, we get suspense, we get just different emotions for free. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Marianne, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Happy holidays to you too. Thank you. Thank you. Freaking Chantal. Beans with a side of drippy green tea. How did we get here? How did we get here? Thank you for this super chat. Lindsay, right? Oh my goodness. Can we just real quick before I end the stream, I just want to remind everyone. I want to say about 2 years ago, we were up in arms over a platter of shrimp. Over a platter of shrimp. When I tell you there's close to nothing Amberlynn can do at this point for me to even like the whipped cream thumbnail she did, what was it, a few days ago? Go off, sis. Live your best life. This season, this season has taught me it just ain't that deep no more. It just really ain't. Because it really could get worse. It really could get worse. So therefore, suck on that whipped cream, girl. Deep throat another shish kebab. You won't get a reaction over here. Just go get that professional help. Keep moving forward. After that, girl, I don't care if that's wifey you posted. Long live that relationship, bitch. I am following 2 crackheads. I do not have it in me to care about anything that Amberlynn is doing. I just don't. We were upset over a platter. Well, it was more than a platter of shrimp. It was a disrespect, actually, towards another creator who was trying to help her. But even that, it's just like, remember the disrespectful piece of shit, the Snapchat rant she did? If she did that today, the way I would just sit here and laugh. Yeah, was she being disrespectful to her audience 100%? Is that right? Absolutely not. But seeing everything we have seen, Chantal has really set the bar to a place that I just never thought it would go. Yeah. We sure don't, Kendra. We sure don't. It's like, carry on, girl. Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't care about that whipped cream. I don't care about. I think she was measuring out something. I don't even care. Honestly, I don't care. Ronnie, all day, every day. All day, every day. Hulu ain't free. Netflix ain't free. Cable sure ain't free. And the fact that I get this for free, I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. Oh, Lindsay, that's what she would have to do at this point. Listen, she would have to get up here. Let me tell you something. The only way I can really see me looking at Amber like, oh, hold on. She would have to put those Jeffree Star press-ons on, check into Nikita Dragon's personality again, and drag Chantal for filth. That is the only thing that I'll be like, oh, hold on, guys. Emergency live stream. Outside of that, carry on. Carry on. Please. Exactly, Keontae. You can't compete with that. You can't. And she shouldn't want to, by the way. She shouldn't. But she does her little thing to try to get attention back on her. Girl, I don't give a damn. At this point, I don't care. Like Amber can, well, let me not go that far. I was going to paint a disgusting picture, and I need to remember sometimes some things need to be kept to myself. Guys, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for always spending this time with me. If you made it this far into the stream, thank you. If you're watching on playback, seriously, thank you. But to all you guys, I know we joke about a lot, and I'm trying to keep certain things light. And I know the topic that we went in and out of today isn't a light one, but I want to encourage you when it gets too dark, it is okay to step back. I have gotten comments, I have had viewers message me privately because I think sometimes viewers may think, the content creator that you enjoy would take it personally if you have to step back. No, I do not consult my platform when I need to take a step back. I take it, period. So as a viewer, don't ever think you owe it to a creator to keep watching content that does not benefit you, that does not entertain you, that doesn't have value to you. That's why there's other topics I want to talk about, because I understand this is something that's going to be hard for a lot of people. And there are times it gets really dark in this corner of YouTube. Again, we used to be upset over shrimp, and now there's a lot of things that's happened over the last few months. All that to say, please always try to prioritize your mental health. Prioritize you. You don't owe not one creator on this platform a damn thing, including myself. So for the times that you guys do follow this with me, I appreciate you. If you need to take a step back, I still appreciate you. Whether I have your support for a few weeks, a few years, I still had your support. And that means a lot. Some people are going to need to step back. I've seen creators do it when it got too much with the things with Chantal and Nader. I respect it. So always remember to prioritize your mental health and keep pushing forward, no matter where you are throughout the conversations that we had. And I hope to see you guys next time. Remember, holy water for the holy poop. You guys always end it in a funny way. God. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Remember, guys, be better today than you were yesterday, and greater tomorrow than you will be today. And if all else fails, please remember you're worth it.
My type, typically, if I'm looking for somebody like attracted, tall enough, in really good shape, a nice jaw, chiseled features, black, like dark hair, dark eyes, smells good. It is gross. I'm a gross person. Let me be gross. Just don't come near me. Don't fuck me. Nice hands. Like works good with their hands. It's just like the hypocrisy of it. You think I have no standards at all? Well, they're low, but... After I shit at his house, I bend over in my lingerie and say, "Wipe me, daddy." Well, like, I'm not the only person on the internet who rages, right?
No, but you do rage kind of a lot.
I'm thinking of taking anger management because I don't deal with my anger very, very well.
My overreaching message? Tough. If you also don't want to die, you can't do all the other things you want. And what gets me? Okay, when I was doing my A-levels at school, we went to London to visit some art galleries. And I think it was in the Hayward in London, the Museum of Modern Art. I think it was the Hayward, I might have the name wrong. There was a display, an exhibit that had 2 TV screens. And on one screen, it had a man in a suit jumping up and down, going quack, 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 quack. And on the other side, on a TV screen facing it, it had a jester jumping up and down, going no, 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 no. And it was essentially illustrating how both of those things took the same amount of effort. And I think about that when I look at her, when I look at her videos, when I look at how hard she works to wriggle out of the things she actually needs to do.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you.